Of course, because you simply haven't lived until you've seen the crossover episode absolutely no one was clamouring for. It finally happened. The Spare and his Duchess of Delusion were spotted rubbing their ever-so-important elbows with the Kardashian Jenner machine. A hearty congratulations to Harry and Meghan. You finally bagged that coveted photo op with Kim Kardashian and the matriarch herself, Kris Jenner. See? Dreams can come true, especially if your dreams involve a spectacular tumble down the ladder of fame. Let's paint a picture of this glittering tragedy, shall we? The scene is Kris Jenner's 70th birthday extravaganza. We're talking wall-to-wall glittering gowns, champagne flowing like water, and the entirety of the Hollywood elite shimmering under the lights. And who should emerge from the Montecito shadows but Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, positively reeking of desperation to prove they still belong on the A-list. In pictures that have since surfaced from the Bond-themed bash, Meghan is captured in a cringe-worthy pose next to Kim Kardashian, trying with all her might to channel her inner movie star, but landing squarely in unpaid extra territory. And the outfit! Oh, the outfit! It was a masterclass in tackiness. A cheap-looking, mismatched black turtleneck paired with what can only be described as a polyester sarong skirt. The internet, in its infinite wisdom, wasted absolutely no time tearing it to shreds. Just imagine, a room dripping in couture, sequins flashing and silks cascading, and in walks Meghan, serving up PTA meeting chic. The woman wore a turtleneck to a James Bond party. Somebody please call the fashion police, because this is a full-blown crime against glamour. And we mustn't forget Harry, dear Harry, looking red-faced, a bit sweaty, and clinging to Kris Jenner like a lost toddler who's misplaced his mum at Disneyland. That single poppy pinned to his lapel, a pathetic attempt to nod to his duty, looked less like a symbol of respect and more like a misplaced sticker of guilt. The poor man looked just one martini away from sobbing out all his regrets about that disastrous Netflix deal. Now, Meghan's posing could be a university-level course in the art of trying way too hard. Shoulders wrenched back, chest puffed out, hips contorted at a geometrically improbable 45-degree angle, the dreaded S-pose of doom. In a feat of optical illusion powered by pure, unadulterated narcissism, she somehow managed to look both gaunt and puffy simultaneously. Her expression was a chaotic blend of, "I'm so much better than everyone here," and, "Please, for the love of God, don't crop me out of this photo." And Harry? Bless his heart. He's just standing there, glassy-eyed, with a smile that says, "I've been told this picture will help pay the mortgage." Every single frame screams, "Help me!" "I've made a terrible mistake and married a lifestyle influencer." His posture is slumped, his poppy is limp, and his eyes seem to be wandering suspiciously in Kris Jenner's direction. So much for the royal dignity we'd expect from a man once third in line to the British throne. Let's talk about Kris. She's a pro, leaning toward Harry with that trademark momager smile, all while keeping Meghan at a very strategic and telling arm's length. You can practically hear her inner monologue. "Smile for the cameras, dear, but for heaven's sake, keep the grifters out of the frame." And who could possibly blame her? Kris Jenner knows an opportunist when she sees one. After all, she raised 6 of them. The online commentary was as brutal as it was hilarious, and painfully accurate. Users noted Meghan's bizarre habit of overdressing for minor events, but then completely underwhelming when it actually matters. "She wore a ball gown to a movie premiere," one commenter wrote, "but a turtleneck to Kris Jenner's 70th? Make it make sense." Another pointed out that while everyone else looked ready for the Oscars, Meghan looked like she was on a grocery run at Erewhon. One glaring detail that didn't escape the notice of royal watchers was Meghan's missing poppy, the symbol of remembrance for fallen soldiers. While Harry wore his, likely a guilt-driven accessory, Meghan skipped it. The excuse? That they're not widely available in America. Oh, honey, please. The Royal British Legion literally ships them anywhere in the world. That excuse is flimsier than her Netflix scripts. This is especially rich given she has been photographed wearing a poppy alongside Harry in previous years for remembrance events. Meanwhile, back in the UK, a real royal, Princess Anne, was diligently honouring veterans in Australia with dignity and a sense of duty. The contrast couldn't be more stark, could it? Duty versus delusion. While the actual royals honoured the fallen on Remembrance Weekend, Harry and Meghan were busy partying with the Kardashians. Oh, and the photos! Every single one tells a story, and none of them are flattering. Meghan's eyes are locked on the cameras like heat-seeking missiles. Harry lurks awkwardly in the background, fidgeting. Kim Kardashian looks like she'd rather be taking the bar exam. The entire spectacle screams, desperate photo op, not exclusive invite. And let's not ignore the deliciously telling fact that the pictures mysteriously vanished from Kim and Kris's Instagram feeds shortly after appearing. Did the PR team finally get the memo about how radioactive the Sussex brand has become? Fans certainly noticed. Weird how those pics only appeared after people asked why there were no photos of them. One user mused. Now they've been scrubbed. Ouch! When even the Kardashians won't keep your photo on their grid, you know you've truly hit rock bottom. And yes, it's true. The infamous claw hand made a terrifying reappearance. It's Meghan's signature move, where she grips someone's back in a bizarre assertion of dominance. This time, the victim was Kris Jenner's bare back. A backless dress met an invasive touch in a moment of pure, creepy aunt energy. The internet immediately dubbed it The Claw, a Hollywood horror story. Harry's main contribution to the evening, it seems, was simply existing. He looked a little too chummy with Kris, a little too glazed over around the eyes, and completely lost in the chaos. People joked that he looked absolutely wrecked, like a high clown, and the literal human embodiment of regret. Others pointed out the tragic symbolism. While the royal family honoured fallen heroes, Harry was honouring tequila shots. The ultimate insult, however, came in the form of comparisons to Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. That's right. The Royal Freeloaders Club just gained 2 new honorary members. The internet has christened them the Un-Sussex Fools, and honestly, the cap fits. This is what they abandoned royal life for, the chance to photobomb actual celebrities at a billionaire's birthday party. Every leaked photo makes it painfully clear. They weren't the stars of the night. They were the sideshow, the entertainment. The couple everyone politely tolerates, but hopes doesn't get invited back. From the balconies of Buckingham Palace to the forgotten faces at a Hollywood bash, it's almost poetic. Once upon a time, Meghan was being curtsied to. Now she's practically waiting in line for a selfie with Kim Kardashian. And Harry? He's the guy crashing Remembrance Weekend with a gaggle of influencers, while Princess Anne carries out her duties with quiet grace. These two are busy hashtagging good vibes only from some billionaire's mansion. The irony is so thick you could cut it with a knife. Harry and Meghan have spent years lecturing the world that they don't care about titles or image. Yet, every single move they make screams the exact opposite. They aren't royals anymore. They're brand mascots. And it turns out, not even the Kardashians can make them look cool. The Kris Jenner party was supposed to be their grand comeback, a triumphant re-entry into the Hollywood elite. Instead, it became a masterclass in cringe. The outfits bombed. The poses were a disaster, and the whole affair reeked of desperation. The internet didn't just laugh, it cringed in unison. So congratulations again, Harry and Meghan. You've successfully transitioned from their royal highnesses to those randoms at Kris's party. What a legacy!